everybody. Hello. Hello. Guys. Yeah, I was gonna get on here and I was gonna do some quality of build changes. I just thought might as well stream it. So what we got going on today is it's very simple. I'm gonna do a lot of talking. Probably. I probably won't build any major sections today. What I'm doing is I'm going around and I'm swapping out the speakers in here. How do I do it again? Oh, no. Hello! What is up? Do I want dark gray or do I like light gray? I think I like light gray. I think I do. I mean, that's pretty good, right? No, it can't. Alright, got it. It's very simple today. Not much. I just wanted to go around and switch the speakers so they look a little better. I think banner speakers looks a lot better than buttons. In my personal opinion. I believe they do. Just gonna make some quality of build changes today. I walk the line. Ask me anything. This is kind of a nonsense kind of stream, so ask me anything your heart desires. I'll do to the best of my ability to answer. Any questions about the build? If there's anything you guys want to see, just let me know. Merry late Christmas, by the way. Happy New Year's. I was originally going to do a Christmas video, but then I decided not to. I couldn't get a good idea for it. I remember this. Hang on. Might as well switch these guys too. JJ, I'm sorry. She's like peeking out of the barrel. That's what that means. We'll tackle it as we go. I think there's a bunch of stuff I want to do. I think there's a couple things because a lot of some of the areas I do kind of like these kind of standalone speakers, but I don't know if there's a good substitute. I think the button's just gonna have to work for this specific case. We'll go around and change some things. I might work on some of the stages. I might as well add. That looks pretty good. See, the thing is about doing these speakers, right? The thing is I have to remember and think about is that these speakers are all over the Pizzaplex, not just in areas that we know of. Well, that I know of. Like, there's areas that I've just used them as decoration in back rooms and stuff like that. And so I'm not gonna complete. Did I do this? I did. Forgot about Sparky's room. Some areas that I know that they might be in that I don't remember putting them in, and I'm gonna have to either do it as I go or I'll just completely forget about it. Hang on, let me check back here because there might be some back here. No, this isn't the main storage room. There's the storage facility is later. It's in the basement. Oh no, I didn't see a reason not to stream today. She kind of does need speakers, doesn't she? I want to say just making sure my audio is still good. Okay. Ooh, actually, do I want to switch? See, that's another thing. We might have to go around it. We're gonna do a lot today, because I've been building so often lately. I've been kind of slacking on the Pizzaplex a little bit here, so I'm not 150% sure that everywhere matches up. So today is kind of that day. Today was just a day that I was going to get up and I was going to just fix some things around the Pizzaplex that I think that I've improved on. You know? Just quality of life. Just the little things that make the builds look 10 times better. I've been thinking of redoing this stage here. I don't like how far back it is. That's not bad. I don't know. There isn't a stage in there. There isn't a stage in there, so we're all good. Like, I'm gonna have to fly around here and look at these doors. Like, see, like that right there? A door like that needs to be changed to shelves, so you can't see through. Because, it's because it needs to be changed. Because they look 10 million times better without that. See, that's also it's a great thing about banners, how they'll phase through blocks. So that means that I can get some good perspective. Some nice stuff. It's pretty good stuff. Okay, done with that. I did do this room. Huh. Again, I'm gonna have to, like, when the Pizzaplex main build is done, on quote unquote done, I'm gonna have a lot of work to do. Even when I'm, like I said, quote unquote done, because I did put stages in here. Do I need speakers in here in these stages? Do I really? See, this was the beginning of the build, right? So I was rusty at this point. Hey, Jamin. It's been a while since I did this era. I mean, this was like one of the first areas I did. I'm not gonna put speakers in there. I'm not going to. I don't see a reason to. Those rooms are too small. Here is one, not the main one. This back here is the main storage unit. It is not the main one. Did I seriously not think to put speakers in here? Hang on, I can't read your comment fully because this thing is trash. Hang on. Are there any areas? Any other areas? Oh, there's tons. Tons of them. We're pretty much gonna go to all of them today, so it's pretty much, you'll see them. Because there's tons of them. Currently, right now, I think I have, I don't know how many actually I have completely done. Not 100% on that, actually. I couldn't give you a good answer. Because, like I said, I haven't really messed with the pizza. Haven't really messed with the Pizzaplex in a little while. Like, seriously. I mean, I have. I've built areas, sure. But I haven't really been as focused on it as I have my other things. So that's currently like the situation I'm in. That's why I'm doing this, because dang it, I always forget that I have that blocked off. Oh, this is I remember what this is. This is a what is this? This is a it's like the thing for the electric guitar that Bonnie uses. This isn't my favorite stage. It's not. But I don't really see, I don't know. Like I said, I might go through a lot of these areas and change them, because they're not all perfect, to my standards at least. So we may be, like I said, I plan on visiting a lot. Yeah, console, definitely building Minecraft like seriously on console can be challenging at times, but I find PC very challenging. I can't play on PC. I've always found PC just like insanely hard to play on. Bonnie's is closed for the time being. I have a giant spreadsheet. I have a giant Google Doc currently right now writing the lore and story of the Pizzaplex, because I do have my own lore, because Security Breach story is it's a lot to be desired. Sometimes I feel that maybe I do this kind of stage too often. The black outline with the white buttons. But then I remember, like, it just looks so good. It really does. Fix that. I think that looks a lot better. Yeah, it does. Let's go to the Freddy room. Okay, I'm turning this into black concrete. I can't. I walk the line. See, the thing is, I'm gonna end up getting trapped where I'm gonna get started and I'm gonna start working on all these things, and I'm gonna get trapped, and I'm not gonna. I'm gonna start just changing everything because everything's so out of date now. I feel like my building skills have improved drastically in the past couple months. So, like, I feel like now everything just looks kind of crap. I use R2 to break. Yes, I use R2 to break, if that's what you're asking. And then I use L2 to place. I've done a lot of builds. It's just what I like, personally. Okay, I think that's done for in here. And I think I've already updated this area with the doors. Yes, I have. Okay, so we're going to go into an uncharted area. This area has not been seen really by the public yet. So this is kind of the first time. Lefty's Raceway. It's proven to be the hardest part of the Pizzaplex so far. And it is not perfect. I know it's not, but it's the best that I have been able to do. So that is what I'm sticking with. There's some areas about it that I don't like. I definitely don't like the terrain. I really don't. Like, I know it's a flat world. I'm not really all that good at building, like, custom terrain. It's kind of like one of my weak points, so it's definitely difficult. Give you a little look at it. It's not done yet. I know it's not done, but it's getting there. It's getting there. I've done a lot of work on it in the past couple weeks. It's got a lot of work done. Actually, area is pretty updated. I like it though a lot though. I think it looks pretty good. It's just these party rooms were an interesting idea. I don't really know if I like the checkered pattern on the walls per se. I might come in here one day and change out the bottom one just to see, because there's a lot of checkered pattern in here, and I did that because it's the race aesthetic. So, and thank you, by the way, I saw that. It's the race aesthetic, so I wanted there to be a lot of checkered flags and stuff like that all around the place. So that is why I did that, but not 100%. It looks all that good. Like in real life, it would look awesome. Like in real life, it would look amazing. You get what I'm saying? But in Minecraft, I don't know if it translates all that well to Minecraft. But I think it gets the job done. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Okay. So, what other stages? There's not many stages in here so far. There's not many. I'm about to go AFK for a second. I gotta go grab some. See? Again, with too much buttons. See, I've learned. These are way too many buttons. Way too many. See, I hate it when I build these frickin' stages not even. That's just gonna have to work. Okay. So many buttons. So ugly. Garbage. Please be even. Please be even. Please. Or wait. No, it's not. Of course it's not. Why wouldn't it be even? See, I built a lot of these areas very early on in the building process. So a lot of them are out of date. Oh wait, there we go. That works. Like I said, I'm about to go AFK in a second, so just bear with me here. I'm gonna fix up candies and then I'm gonna go. Because I gotta do something. Not end the stream, but I'm just gonna go AFK. That might... That works. I'd rather it look even than look... See, this is a hard one right here because this is... You know what? Actually, we'll just... We'll just do that because that looks a little better, I think. It's just difficult. Do I need black? I got some cool videos coming up. I got something coming up soon about anniversary video. We're coming up on our 1-year anniversary for the channel. I started this channel I started it January 13th of last year, and we've just grown so much over the year, and I really appreciate all the love and support that I get. It's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna go AFK. I'm going to be right back. So I'm gonna give you a good little view of the atrium. I will be right back. Alright, I've returned. Sure, I'll give you a little Okay, so currently right now, all of the areas that I have finished and ones that I plan on working on. Lefty's Raceway is definitely a big one. Definitely a heavy hitter. The 5 main band members have all their own. We already saw... I'll just take you on a little tour since you're a good fan. This is Foxy's area. His is a lot like the daycare in Security Breach. Very similar. He's got a lot in here. This is just kind of an area that the people drop their little kids off to, and the kids can be here all day. Main stage. This is one of my favorite stages I've ever built. I really like this stage. I might make it taller, though. Here is Patchy's, it's like those water gun, like you shoot the clown at the fair. It's what that is. Boat bumper cars, and here are the play areas with the play structures. I actually really like these areas a lot. I worked really hard on them. This was one of the first areas I did in the Pizzaplex. We saw earlier, right next to Lefty's Raceway, is Monty's Gator Golf. Got Monty's in here. We got all the different kinds of rooms. Wild West, Space, Freddy Fazbear's, Pirate. And then you have a giant Monty head. And just 2 random little easy holes. This is a smaller location. Balloon Boy's Balloon Emporium, with Balloon and JJ's Balloon Emporium. You just go over here and get custom balloons. Up here is the bowling alley. I like this room a lot as well. And then over here, we looked at it already as well, is Candy's creative place. I forgot what it's called. We have Bonnie's Rock and Roller Rink. I love the name for it. Oh, I missed some speakers. Bonnie's Rock and Roller Rink is also another favorite of mine. Also another one of the first ones I made. If I don't like it when I build it, I usually destroy it. Usually. Very, very small cases. The only time I don't do that is if the area is too big and I've gone too far. A lot like with Lefty's Raceway. But Lefty's Raceway kind of got away from me. There was a lot going on in my head when I did it. Over here, literally my favorite attraction, Rockstar Row. I love Rockstar Row. I love it a lot. Rockstar Row is pretty cool. I like Rockstar Row. Hang on, let me do something. Let me add some speakers in Bonnie's room because he would like that. It's something that he would have in here. Yeah. Cool. there are plenty of areas that I haven't done yet. I have Fazzer Blast coming out. I'll show you the sign for it. See, the Fazcade is going to be probably the most difficult thing I've ever built in Minecraft. Here's the Fazzer Blast sign. This isn't the entrance over here. This is just advertisement. Over here, where the big Freddy head is and the sign, this is where the entrance to the Fazcade is going to be. Fazcade is going to be massive. It's going to be huge. It's pretty much going to be its own Pizzaplex. It's got laser tag, Build-A-Bear, a 2-level to 3-level arcade, the giant prize room, and like I said, Fazzer Blast is in there as well. So there's a lot. There's going to be a lot in the Fazcade. There's going to be a lot. Like I said, there's going to be the main arcade, which currently right now I have in my head is 3 floors. Fazzer Blast, which is also going to be in there. The main prize counter is going to be in there with the puppet, and the Freddy Build-A-Bear, which is just going to be like a subsection of the prize counter. That is a section that I'm terrified to start, and it will probably be the last thing I do. Actually, no, it won't. No, it won't. I take that back. It won't be the last thing, but it will definitely be one of the last things, because the last thing is the outside and like the outside of the building, because I'm going to do a giant parking lot in the front, and I'm have to build a parking garage, which is going to attach. The parking garage is going to attach itself right here. This will be a hallway that will attach to the parking garage, but Fazcade starts back here. Pretty much this whole area right here will be it. It's pretty big. It's going to be huge. It's going to be pretty big. It's going to be pretty annoying to build as well, because I want a lot of curves in it, and I want a lot of stuff in there. So it's going to be an interesting build, along with other things that I haven't built yet. I haven't built Roxy's log flume. I haven't built that yet. Or I think it's Roxy's Ranger. What do I have the name for it? It's like Roxy's Ranger Expedition or something. It's Roxy's Ranger Ride. That's what it's called. I don't know why I didn't remember that. We have the Bouncing Bayou that is currently over there being constructed. That is based off the Mediocre Melodies. I also have Fredbear and Spring Bonnie's Log Ride, which is an outside attraction. I also have one of the big things I haven't decided on doing yet, and I don't know I haven't decided yet. I might do Party Central, which is going to be just a giant area where there are a bunch of party rooms at. Because I did that in my old Pizzaplex, and I somewhat like the area. I didn't do it right in the old Pizzaplex, but I would do it right this time. And Party Central is an interesting idea. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how I feel when it comes to Party Central. But like I said, I haven't decided yet. So I don't know. And there's also like tiny little things sprinkled throughout in there, like photo bombs and there's just tiny things thrown in there. I really tried to touch kind of every corner. I tried to really get every kind of area when it comes to. I really tried to include as many characters as I could. I think the animatronic roster in here is in the 20s to 30s. Let me think. Let me just name them off the top of my head. I got Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, right? And Lefty. That's the core 5. Those are the core 5 band members. You got Funtime Foxy. You got Patchy. You got the Puppet. You have Sparky. You have L-Chip. So that's 10. You have the Puppet. You have Balloon Boy. You have JJ. You have Ballora, who will be in her own section. You have Happy Frog, Pig Patch, Orville, Mr. Hippo, Ned Bear. So we're about to get to 20. I'm missing a couple. I know I am. If Patchy counts, Mr. Cupcake counts because he's his own thing. If Patchy counts, he does too. Even though he's connected to Chica, he does too. So that's 20. That's 20 that I know of right now. That's coming to mind, right? So I have a decent amount of them. I didn't like it, Security Breach. Oh, and Music Man. So 21. Music Man. Like I said, I do plan on redoing some areas. I do plan on redoing a lot of the stages. I think a lot of the stages need work. I think Bonnie's stage needs work. I do want Bonnie's stage at kind of where it is, but I want a separate stage where Music Man plays the drums. No, I like DJ. I like DJ Music Man. I'm gonna put him in Bonnie's area. Ballora has her own dance studio, but I do plan on putting DJ Music Man in Bonnie's Rock and Roller Rink. Playing either the drums or whatever, because he's a spider, right? So, because that's what he is. I mean, that's essentially what he is. He's a spider. I don't understand why people don't get that connection. I see him a lot as the the spider from Showbiz, the one that would just pop up in the background. I see him a lot as that. He isn't white. In this Pizzaplex he is, because I have my own lore in the way all the characters look. So in the Pizzaplex right now he is white. Yes, he is. Does look very similar to the way he looks. But in like previous pizzerias he was just like a black spider. He wasn't like a fun time. He's definitely a fun time, right? Like he's definitely in there. Like Fun Time Chica, and I think you would just read Fun Time Music Man, because they're pretty much the same thing. They look the exact same as the Fun Times. I just assumed they were just rented out. By the way, like, they look cool, sure, but the Fun Times were always so annoying to me. I think the designs are ugly. I don't think the concepts are good. They're just ugly. I'm just saying, like, something like that, first of all, would scare the crap out of any kid. They wouldn't like that at all. It wouldn't be entertaining. They're all plated, and you can see. I already have problems with the core 4 in the first game having their joints exposed. I think that's pretty weird. And I also don't like how the toys are just completely, like, just plastic instead of fur. I don't think they look realistic, like, at all. Like what real animatronics look like. But the Fun Times are really offensive, because the Fun Times are just like, they got these freaking plates everywhere, and it just looks so stupid. There's no way that would entertain kids. There's just no way. To me, there's just no way. This is absolutely no way. Like, they're creepy, and I think he leaned into the part that, yeah, their faces can open, and that's the whole reason he made that, is so their jump scare and their face plates and bodies can open. You realize you can do that without it looking like that. You can do that literally just as all of the Showbiz animatronics had latex mask, and you could take them off. Have you seen Billy Bob without his face mask on? It's terrifying. So I don't understand why they didn't just do that. Obviously they didn't want it to look like that, but I'm just saying, I just think it's very unrealistic. I don't even know if the Fun Times even exist in my universe. The universe I'm building, I don't even know if I want them even to exist. And if they do, it's going to be a very, 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 like, really weird take on them, because I don't like them. Hot take. I don't like them. I don't. I think they're ugly. And I also think they take so much out of the story. I think the fact that they're so futuristic for no reason, it's just weird to me. I also don't like Remnant at all. So that's also a big part in it, because I don't really like Sister Location's story is good until you learn the stuff about the lore, and then it becomes trash. Because Remnant is stupid, and no one can convince me otherwise. Remnant is really dumb. It should have just been, ghost inhabiting objects. Because that is the thing that people believe is real in real life. That is a phenomenon in real life. So I'm not saying I believe in ghosts. I ain't say all that, but I'm just saying that people do believe that there are ghosts. I'm sorry, I'm trying to open something here. People do believe that ghosts inhabit objects. So I don't see why in the first game it was so great, because in the first game you could immediately tell that was the case. Is this thing still not opening? I'm sorry. You could just tell that that's, essentially what it is. And I don't know. I just think it's kind of dumb how we've completely drove away from the idea that these kids are haunting these animatronics. And sure, they still are, but it's in like a new fashion now. It doesn't really feel like a tragedy now. It kind of takes away from the tragedy aspect. I don't feel like it's a tragedy now. I don't. I really don't. I just feel like now it just doesn't feel like this is messed up. This would make headlines. This would be a big deal. This would make world news. Is 5 kids going missing in a family fun center. This would make headlines. We're not talking 1 kid here. We're not talking 2 kids. We're talking 5 kids going missing at a location, at a family fun center. This would make big world news, right? This would be a tragedy. This would, like it would go down as like the missing children of 83 or whatever year it is, 87. Like it would go down as that. It would be a big deal. It would be a huge deal. Like it would be a huge deal. Like it would be massive. And a lot of people overlook in the first game it said there was an arrest made. Who was arrested? It wasn't William, because it can't be William. So, I like to think, it's not really a theory as much as like just the thing that I do in my universe. In my universe, right, there was an arrest made. William, in the first location, he was going to get caught, right? He was like, him and Henry were the main suspects because they owned the place. But Henry got cleared or something like that. He had an alibi, and William didn't. So, what's it called? William just blamed some random kid who worked for them and got that guy arrested. Just got some random guy arrested because that's 100% what William would do. So, because in my universe, William isn't some tortured artist. He's not some tortured mad scientist. He's genuinely a piece of human scum. He did it. He only kills because he just enjoys killing. That's pretty much it. And he stuffs them in the suits. He does it. He did it originally just to hide them. He didn't do it for any other reason. He just hid them in there because they were the only place he could hide them in. And he found out that they were haunted, and he didn't go out of his way. It just became his like thing. Murderers have a thing, right? A lot of serial murderers have kind of an MO that they stick to with their victims. They kind of do a pattern. They kind of kill people the same way. They do the same things to them, right? So William just did the exact same thing to all his victims. That's just how he was wired. So like I said, I'm not a big fan of FNAF lore. I think it's confusing. I think there's I don't even believe that Steelwool and Scott even know what the story is. I really don't. I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know themselves. I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think they do. I really don't. I really don't. There's no way. Maybe they do, but I don't think so. Alright, I'm sorry. I went on a tangent there. I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to open my window. It is hot in here. It's so hot in my room. So hot. But yeah, I don't know. I don't hate Five Nights at Freddy's lore. I don't hate it. But it's definitely not good writing. It's definitely not. And if anyone believes it is, they're either blinded by nostalgia or they're meat writing. Just like anyone who likes the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. In my opinion, it's a bad movie. It's a horrible movie. And if anyone just says, oh yeah, it's bad, but I still like it, I think it's just, I don't know. It's an interesting take. It's an interesting take. I hated it. But again, if anyone likes it, good on you. Good job. Guys, that's what you like what you like. I miss it too. I miss it when it was simple. FNAF 1 to FNAF 6 is perfect, and the lore of the game should have ended. The lore should have ended there. It was perfect. It was a perfect story. It was perfect. But now, none of it matters anymore, and the whole idea of the struggle to rest, which is a big theming in all of the games, is a struggle to let go and rest, right? That's a big theming in a lot of the games, is absent in these new games. Completely absent. Completely absent. It's non-existent. It's just not. This is non-existent. This is completely non-existent. It's just so sad on how it's turned out. I like Scary Reach a lot. I hate the story, but I love it. I do. I love it. It's a great game. I love the game. I think I'm blinded a lot by nostalgia when it comes to that game, and I'm also blinded a lot by how cool it looks and the idea. Obviously, I like the Pizzaplex. I mean, look around you. I really do like the Pizzaplex, but this is not good. This is not a good story. It's just not. FNAF 1 to FNAF 6, FNAF 1, 2, and 3 are already a great story. But the thing is, it's a great story, but you don't know what the story is. Without 5 and 6, you don't understand what happened in FNAF 1, 2, and 3. You really don't. We wouldn't know who Michael is if it wasn't for FNAF 5 sister location. So, so maybe they should have introduced Michael as an idea earlier on, but that was my biggest problem with the movie is the way they did Michael. They butchered Michael in the movie. He's really dumb now. I know, I understand, I've heard people say it. I understand that yes, he was like that at the beginning. Yes, he was doing his father's work at the beginning, right? He was. Yes, I agree. He was. Yes, he was. Right? He was doing what his father wanted him to do and instructed him to do at the beginning, right? Yes, that is similar, somewhat, but it's nowhere near similar to the stuff that he was doing in the movie. In the movie, he was outright sacrificing people to the animatronics. I mean, Michael in the games would not do that. He would not do that. Michael in the games would not do that. He did not do that, so he didn't. He wouldn't do that, right? He wouldn't just outright kill people. I mean, Michael in the movie killed 3 and he wanted to kill 6 people. He wanted to kill 6. He only got 3, but he wanted to kill 6. Right? He wanted to kill. Actually, no, that's not true. That's even more stupid. He wanted to kill. No, I take that back. He wanted to kill everyone at Fast Fest. So he indirectly wanted to kill, let's just be generous and say 100 to 200 people. That's not Michael Ashton at all, dude. That's not even William. That's not even how William is. It's not even how William acts. So. I don't know. I don't. I really don't. I think it's weird. I think it's dumb. Okay, what do I want to do here? We're done with the speakers. I want to say we are. I don't think there's any more speakers for me to do. I want to go change Foxy's stage. I want to change Foxy's stage. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go AFK and I'll be right back. Me too, man. I just read your comment. Me too. Me too. I think Five Nights at Freddy's lore could be so good if it was just reimagined. Because I don't hate the sci-fi elements, right? I'm not. Well, I do, but I don't. I think that they could work if they were worked properly into the story. If they were worked properly, they wouldn't be that bad. They wouldn't. They wouldn't be that bad if they were worked properly into the story, right? If they were considered more, they would work in the story. But guess what? They aren't. They aren't worked properly in, so they look bad. Or it's bad. It's not good. Because they're forced. The Mimic is a stupid idea. And again, the Mimic isn't inherently a stupid idea, but the way they do it makes it a stupid idea. I did not like Secret of the Mimic. It's hands down the worst Five Nights at Freddy's game I've ever played. I've played Five Nights at Freddy's fan games that are better. That's not a bad take. Again, I understand what you're saying. It's not a bad take. It's not. I mean, I can understand. In my verse, they're just possessed by ghosts. They're just possessed. It's just possession, and you can even keep some of the remnant. You can even keep some of the remnant ideas. Just not remnant itself, but you can keep some of the ideas. I don't mind the idea that agony and pain and death makes remnant work better. I think that's how it works in the games. I don't mind that, but it just isn't remnant. It's just the fact that they suffered more than they died. Their spirits weren't able to rest. You know, the fact that those kids were killed in such a brutal way and in such a way that, you know, they were betrayed. I mean, you know, right? So they were betrayed. So it kind of makes their death, you know, feel more. And I like that aspect a lot. I like the agony idea a lot because it also doesn't have to just work for kids. It works for the adults as well. I like the theory that Shadow, Bonnie, and Freddy are previous employees of Fredbear's who got spring-locked and died in the suits. I like that idea a lot. I think that works. Now, they aren't inhabiting the suits, but their agony has manifested into some kind of poltergeist. I like that idea a lot. I think it's a great idea. But Remnant is stupid. The fact that these kids' souls can be extracted using metal, liquid metal, is really, really stupid. Really stupid. I have a lot of hot takes when it comes to FNAF. It's just not perfect. It's not perfect, and nothing's perfect, right? But this FNAF is especially unperfect because it's not good. The lore is not good. It's just not. Alright, I gotta destroy all this because I want to make the stage just a little taller. I think it would look better as a taller stage. And I've been meaning to kind of come in these areas and redo a lot of them because a lot of the older areas, I don't want to say are bad. I wouldn't say they're bad. I would say they don't look the best. Right? But I'm gonna keep the stages essentially what they look like. I'm just gonna change it a little bit. Plus, with a bigger stage, it feels more like a boat, I want to say. At least that's what it makes it feel like to me. So usually I would just do this alone. And I would, just listen to music and do this, or watch them. See, I used to watch, I watched Five Nights at Freddy's. I was about to say Freddy's. I do watch Five Nights at Freddy's videos a lot when I do these builds, but I find watching Chuck E. Cheese videos puts me better in the mood and honestly helps me build better. Yeah, see, this is already looking. I think this is definitely the way to go. Taller stage. Not place a block there, thank you. But now we have to hollow this out. This is going to interfere with the heads above, but I think that's a small price to pay for salvation. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You're going to thank me later, Foxy. Finn, Freddy, no, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I mean, I watched a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's videos back in the day, but I wasn't as I mean, I grew up on it, of course. I watched mostly Matt Pat, a lot of see, the thing is, I got introduced to Five Nights at Freddy's in a completely different way. See, I've always played the games, but the way I got introduced to Five Nights at Freddy's was through Vanos's Gmod video. Because I was already watching Vanos at the time. I've watched Vanos since forever. So, when he made a video playing the Gmod map, that really got me interested. I mean, I knew what it was. Like, I definitely knew what it was. I was on that side of YouTube. I already watched Game Theory. I was on that side of YouTube already. It's just, I knew of Five Nights at Freddy's. I just didn't really watch it, really get enthralled into it until after I saw that video. I know a lot of people started with Markiplier and, you know, stuff like that, but not me. I started with Vanos. It's definitely an interesting way to get started, but that's how I got started, at least. Okay, then hollow that out. That out. We're gonna have to curve this wall here. And then I hopped out of Five Nights at Freddy's for a really long time. I always was paying attention to the games, but there was a time where I wasn't really as in to Five Nights at Freddy's as I am now. I'm pretty much in it to win it. SFM, I forget what that stands for. I watched a lot of stuff. I mean, I watched a lot of animation videos. I watched a lot of like those stupid Gmod animation videos. I also watched a lot of music videos. Holy crap. Five Nights at Freddy's music has no business being as good as it is. Jeez. It's so good. It's all just, that looks so good. Alright. But yeah, like, Five Nights at Freddy's music is just, it's chef's kiss. It's all pretty good. There's some stinkers, definitely, but it's all pretty dang good. But I would watch the music videos a lot. That was the main thing that I watched a lot. Okay. I think that's good, right? That's good. That's tall enough. Okay, so one thing now I have to figure out is destroy that. I need to add source filmmaker. I'll be truthful with you, I don't know what that is. I've definitely heard like the kind of names before, but it's not ringing a bell. Get some poles there just to add some stuff, and then I'll put do the outline like I did the rest of them. I hate how slabs show light through. I hate that. Like, it's just so annoying how slabs, light goes through slabs. I think that's just so annoying. It really is. Because then I have to put a whole other layer on top of it just because light goes through. It's really dumb. I hate it. I'll cover it up later. I'm not liking this so far. FNAF 1 is pretty dang good. FNAF 6 is a very close second, but I would probably say FNAF 1. Because it is so good. I'm not even blinded by nostalgia. It's either FNAF 1 or FNAF 6. I know, it's some interesting takes in there, but there you really can't beat. I think FNAF 6 is really good lore. It's the best lore game there is. Sister Location is an interesting one. FNAF 6 is the best lore game, in my opinion. Game, like, based off lore. Lore-wise, I think FNAF 6 is the best. Personally. Put the 2... FNAF 6 is pretty dang good. FNAF 2 is also pretty good. I understand why I also understand why a lot of people don't like that game, but the only reason people don't like that game is because the game is difficult, and I don't understand how it being fun as candies. Oh, I didn't even see fan game. Candies is really good. Candies is one of the only Five Nights at Freddy's fan games that I think that translates the original game really well. I also think Five Nights at Freddy's Plus would have been really good if he didn't get something happen. I don't know what happened exactly. I just know that he didn't make it. It would have been pretty good because it gets a lot of the stuff right. I also like Bloody Nights. I also really like Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese is also a really good one. Never really got into Flumpties, and I never really got into Pop Goes either. Never really got into those. I mean, I'm sure they're good. I just never got into them. That looks so much better, doesn't it? Yeah, I just never really got into them, but I can understand why people like them. I've played a lot. I'm trying to think of some of the ones. The one that made me so sad when I found out it got canceled. When I found out that Fazbear Tycoon got canceled, that hurt. Because Fazbear Tycoon, I was looking so forward to that game. Because, in my opinion, the best part about FNAF 6 is the Tycoon sections. I always loved the Tycoon sections of that game. So when I found out that someone was going to make a game just with that, and it was going to be more fleshed out, it wasn't an afterthought, I was so excited. And when I found out it got canceled, man, it sucked. God, oh my God, I wish that game came out. I would probably play it all the time. Yeah, that really sucked. Really did. Really, really sucked. Fazbear Tycoon was going to be so good. It was going to be so good. It really was. It was going to be really, really good. So sad it got canceled. Really a shame. What a damn shame. I was looking forward to that game so much, and then it got canceled. It was in development hell, I think, for a really long time. I think the creator or something was losing interest, and I understand when doing big projects like that, it can get really tiring. Yeah, it was just it was just kind of a dream. It really wasn't good in practice. It was just more of a dream. But like I said, man, it was that probably would be my favorite. 100%. That would probably be my favorite. More than likely would be my favorite fan game. Okay. I think that's good. I think that looks good. And then we'll add Foxy's. Can I add all three of them? I think I can. Forget, does Patchy have an eye patch? He does. And he's lime green. I forgot. I think when I'm done with these heads, I'm probably gonna end stream. Some other stuff I'm gonna do. There you go. That was pretty good. I'll probably go around and change some more things though. Alright, well, I think that's it for today. I just wanted to do a little stream. I didn't really want to do a big one. I appreciate you, Jamie, for being, or jamming. I appreciate you being here. I love you guys. We're really close to 200 subscribers. I got some good videos in the works, and I will catch you guys. Oh, wait, before I go, I gotta fix this. I will catch you guys on another day. Pizza Time Lockers out.